Are we live? We're supposed to be live. I don't know if we are or not. This is crazy. Water. Okay. We are live. Didn't think we were going to be able to go live because I was getting ready. And all of a sudden, my screen went blank. I had no internet. My wife was streaming video in the next room. She couldn't get anything. But we should be okay now. Hello, folks. My name is Bill. You're watching Bill's Box of Sound. And I was planning on having a live stream at 10 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern time, because right now it is 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 noon in the West Coast. And and my lights are going crazy here. What's happening? So anyway, yeah, we're doing this now at 3 in the afternoon. So good to see you, folks. I don't know who's going to be watching. Well, listen, give me a second. I got to take care of something, and I'll be right back. I will put on some synthesizer noises for you completely at random. So let's do this. How about this? Be right back. Okay. That's it. Okay. So, my deepest apologies for the strange beginning there. Okay. So, hello, Paul, always at the ready, saying, I've been loving the live discs in the overnight box. I'm hoping Apostrophe will be similar treatment next year. As great as Crux of the Biscuit was, I feel Apostrophe could get more love. Huh. Well, he's talking about this box here, the Overnight Sensation 50th Anniversary Super Deluxe boxed set. And let's see. The reason why I don't think there's going to be a box set for Apostrophe is because, like Chunga's Revenge, Apostrophe was not an album that was recorded as an album. It was taken from bits and pieces of others sessions. Let's see here. I mean, let's pull out a copy of that album right here, and I will explain further. Here we go. All right. Apostrophe, iconic album by Frank Zappa. Okay. The one that came out after Overnight Sensation. Careful. I'm sorry that things are in the way. Hey, everybody. It's Roman. He's here. How are you?
Good.
What's new?
This.
What is that?
It's like a bouncy ball that lights up.
Does that light up?
Yeah. Gotta hit it.
Okay, hold on. Whoa! Grab it before you lose it. Okay. So now, oh my! Ah! We're all gonna die. Crazy. All right. So back to this album. Okay. The songs on here were taken from other sessions. Like, I know that some parts of the Don't Eat the Yellow Snow medley were recorded during some of the sessions that were also for Overnight Sensation. Apostrophe, the title cut, that was just a jam between Frank and George. No, Frank and Jack Bruce, and who was Tony Duran was playing rhythm guitar, and I think it was Roy Estrada on bass. So yeah. Also, Stinkfoot. If you're familiar with Funky Nothingness, you can tell that the drum tracks for I'm a Rolling Stone were used to make up the drum track for Stinkfoot. And then Frank built a song out of nothing and made it the iconic song that it is. So you're going to have to do yourself a DIY box set for that. I mean, I don't know, maybe we could hope for some live shows from that period or something like that. I do not know. I have no information. So, whatever. And wow, people. Yes, getting into here. And yes, I was on the Zappacast again. I was the producer for that episode that just came out. And I do plan on working with Scott and Joe and the Zappacast in the future. They've got some other plans for some other things that will be unveiled to you as it happens. So there. And Roman, are you okay? Somebody says. Zindo says, "Are you okay?" Yep, he's good. He just got himself a haircut trim today. He got his curls are still up here, and he got shortcut around here. He's looking good. He's looking sharp. And Kevin is in the house. Kevin. Let no one ever say Roman E. Oh, let's see. I'm guessing that's from Monty Python's Life of Brian. Does that mean Roman go home or Romans go home? Whatever. And
home.
Yes, he is home. Yeah, he lives here. And we've also got, let's see, great hair. Hello, Chief Dancing Ostrich. Good to see you. And there's a core of people that no matter when I go online, you're there, and that's very cool. I love it. So originally, I was planning to do a live stream at 10 o'clock tonight, and because there was a conversation with my wife where I said, well, would you rather I do my thing at 10 o'clock? Because if I do one at 3 o'clock, the folks in Europe are more apt to see me because I've been getting complaints. Hey, you come on in the middle of the night, 3 or 4 in the morning. We don't like it. But she said, yeah, I prefer that you do it at 10 o'clock. And I said, okay, no problem. And then she says, well, I thought you were doing it at 3 about an hour and a half ago. So no problem. I got stuff to talk about. And mostly I've got new acquisitions. They're old albums, but I've gotten them for the first time. Also, let's talk about this first. This just came out yesterday. The new album by Peter Gabriel called I.O. And there's the 12 songs on it. And this is one album, but there's 3 discs in here. And lots of very cool photography and artwork. But let me show you what the 3 discs are. The first one is the 12-song album and what's called the Bright Side Mix. Okay? And let's see, does it say who mixed that one? No, it says it inside of the book. And then there's the second disc, which is the Dark Side Mix. Come over to the dark side. Now, those are regular CDs. They both have the exact same songs on them, only mixed differently. And then there's this disc, which comes into it. This is the Inside Mix. Okay. Now, what that means is this is the Dolby Atmos surround mix. So you can listen to it on your home theater system. Also, that disc has high resolution versions of both the bright side and the dark side mix. Now, let me grab this thing. Oh, also, it was really cool is when I got to the disc, it had this thing on the outside of it, shrink wrapped to it, kind of looking like a Japanese obi strip. And it says right here, I.O. Bright Side, Dark Side, Inside Mixes. And it's got Peter's writing saying, just a part of everything. So that's that. And the mixes are done. Let me open this up. Great artwork in here. And let's see. All right, there's more information on the mixes here. You having fun with that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, produced by Peter Gabriel. Also, Richard Russell. Brian Eno helped out. The Bright Side mix is done by Mark Spike Stent. And the Dark Side mix is done by Shad Blake, who also mixed the previous Peter Gabriel album, which is Up. Now, this album, that album came out in 2003. 20 years ago, this one came out. Okay. And after that, he did an album of covers called Scratch My Back. And then he produced an album of people doing his songs called I'll Scratch Yours. And then he did an album of all orchestral stuff of his old songs called, I think it's called New Blood. And I'm going to be honest. I'm a big fan of Peter Gabriel. I've been a big Peter Gabriel fan since he was in Genesis. And this album that came out in 2003 really didn't do it for me. I listened to it and I said, I don't like it. I put it on the shelf. But then I got this one yesterday and started listening to it, and this is a vast improvement. Very good. And the difference is the songs. These are good songs. I mean, this album here, it's got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 songs on it. It's like a 70-minute album. And a lot of work went into this album. But I don't know. I listened to the whole thing, and it's like, these songs just don't grab me. I mean, lots of great sounds, lots of talent involved, but songs, just didn't thrill me. I like putting it on for background. But this album, the new one, this is great. There's 12 songs on it. Now, I did not buy this on vinyl because if you want all this music, you got to buy 4 records. You got to buy the bright side and the dark side mix, and each of those cost like about $40-50. And after the Up album came out, then all that other stuff, I'm thinking, you know what, Peter, I love you, but your record for the past 20 some years has not been that good. So I wasn't about to spend all that money on vinyl and be disappointed. But I am very much happy with this new album. And I'm probably going to end up doing a more full-blown review on the regular YouTube channel. But I'll tell you right now, my pick hits, of course, the opener, Panopticon, Road to Joy, Olive Tree, great song. This Is Home, and the very last song, Live and Let Live, it's anthemic. It's wonderful. So I do recommend the new Peter Gabriel album called I.O. Pardon me. Also, the title cut, I.O., that's really good as well. So hello, everybody coming in. Let's see. Paul got I.O. and he's loving it. He did the whole thing when you saw him live in October. And Peter Gabriel puts on a great show. Peter Gabriel was the first rock star I ever met in my life. And I've got proof. Shall I prove it to them? Okay. It's got to go to the letter G. Uh-oh, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm totally innocent. I'm Roman and I'm totally innocent. I don't do anything I'm not supposed to do.
I totally don't sit in Grandpa's chair, which I'm
No,
totally
of course not. No, you never do that.
Which I'm totally not supposed to do.
Totally. All right, so let me pull out. Pull out a copy of these. I'm just going to show a bunch of Peter Gabriel records. Okay. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's. So sorry. I'm still recovering from my cold. Anyway. You are feeling better, though, aren't you? Yeah. I'm feeling pretty much better, but still got a bit of congestion. I'm still coughing way too much. I got to take it easy.
Lately.
Yeah. Anyway, Peter Gabriel, his first album. Love this record. Also called the Car album. Because if you're a Peter Gabriel fan, you know that for a long time, he didn't even give his albums titles. This is the second album. Now, this is a German pressing that I got before it was released in the U.S. My mother happened to be vacationing in Germany at the time, and she says, "What can I get for you in Germany?" And I said, "Go to a record store and buy the Peter Gabriel album." I thought it was the first one. I didn't know the new one was coming out. So this came out, and she bought it. So I got to interview Peter Gabriel. and he autographed this album. He says, "To Bill, where there's a way, there's a will." And that was so awesomely cool.
Wait, let me see.
Right here. It says, "To Bill, where there's a way, there is a will." And Peter Gabriel. Isn't that cool? And let's see. Then there's the third album, which is also called Melt. I've got 12-inch single of I Don't Remember. I've got the U.S. Fourth album called Security in the U.S. I've also got the German version of that album. The entire album sung and remixed in German. Well, the remix isn't in German, it's just different. And of course, the live album, Peter Gabriel Plays Live. Let's see, a 12-inch single of I Don't Remember and Family Snapshot. The Biko 12-inch, which I believe is a live version of Biko recorded at Blossom Music Center in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, which is driving distance from me. And of course, this is the album that that made him a superstar. So, which of course has Sledgehammer on it.
What do you mean Sledgehammer?
Sledgehammer's the name of the song. Mm-hmm. It says, "I wanna be your sledgehammer." It's a great tune. See it? Featuring Sledgehammer. He wrote a song called Sledgehammer, and it's a really good song too. It was very, very famous when it came out. So, yes, just very happy about this Peter Gabriel album. And a lot of people were telling me that they were disappointed at the most recent tour because Gabriel was playing new material and not focusing on his older stuff. But I don't think people realize how good this new album is. I'd like to see him now. I mean, I missed the Cleveland date, but then again, it was very expensive. And Gary Titone says, "Absolutely love the IO project and live show. We were lucky to get upgraded to VIP seats at a sold out Madison Square Garden. Very cool." And Paul Ayers also says, "I used to work backstage security at the Hollywood Bowl. I got nervous meeting Peter at his Scratch My Back show. I froze and said, 'Hi, how's it going?' both times." And he nicely said, "Good, how about you?" Yeah. Peter Gabriel, when I met him in person, and I also interviewed him on the phone once as well when the Security album came out.
You?
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you've seen Peter Gabriel live, and I saw him once with Genesis when the Selling England by the Pound album came out. If you watch Peter Gabriel on stage, when he gets on stage, he's a maniac. He just explodes with energy, and he puts on a great show. But you meet him in person, he's like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" Yeah, he's just a very calm, normal person, just all business, but very friendly, very very polite. I really can't say anything bad about Peter Gabriel except I don't enjoy this album. So that's what's going on there. Okay.
I'm just trying to see if that will go up.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's Roman's checking the mixing board. All right, so I went to a record show last Sunday and picked up a few new records. Be careful, don't lose that ball.
I'm not.
And found a few new records. Here's one of them, The Fugs. Oh my gosh. Back from the 60s. I had never seen a copy of this in the wild. Got a copy of this for like $4. This is called Tenderness Junction. Now, A lot of people are familiar with the Fugs album Golden Filth, which is kind of a comedy album. But these people were poets and they were anti-war people, and they were weird. And got this with Ed Sanders, Tully Kupferberg, and who else is on this? Danny Korchmar, who did a lot of work with James Taylor back in the day. And who else? Allen Ginsberg is on this album. So if you're into 60s counterculture stuff, the Fugs are right up your alley. Let's see. Also, let's see. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to be doing a live stream today, so this is all out of the blue. So I just got to pull these up. A few weeks ago, I wanted to hear The Things We Do for Love by 10cc, and I forgot that I had lost it in a flood many years ago. So at the aforementioned record show, I got a copy of Deceptive Bends.
Wait, a flood?
Yeah.
What flood?
Oh, it was many, many years before you were born. You see that record down there with the picture of a guy's face? You see the bottom of that? That's water damage. I had to peel that away because there was a box of records and it was in a basement and it got flooded. So a lot of records got damaged by water. But I got myself a new copy of Deceptive Bends. This is the first album 10cc did after Lowell Cream and Kevin Godley left. And let's see. Is Stephen Grossman on that Fugs album? As far as I can tell, he is not. And no, I do not have the Allen Ginsberg CD boxed set. Oh, I'd be very interested in seeing that. Let's see here. All right. Paul Ayers is going to go off and grade some high school physics projects and listen to the I.O. album again. But anyway, yeah, this wasn't a bad album, even though Lowell Cream and Kevin Godley had left and gone off to do Consequences. But most of the songs on this album are not bad at all. There was a couple other albums I got at that particular thing there. Oh, careful. Oh!
I'm just bouncing it and then...
Another album that I used to have a long time ago and lost it is Alan Holdsworth, Road Games. Very happy to get this back into my collection. Now, this album is with Chad Wackerman on drums and Jeff Berlin on bass guitar. And this is actually a mini album. There's only 6 songs on it. And Jack Bruce does sing vocals on it. And it's been just so long since I've heard this, but very happy to get this back into the collection. If you've never heard Alan Holdsworth's guitar playing, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Alan Holdsworth was one of Frank Zappa's favorite guitar players in his later days. But let's see. Grossman played with the Fugs on tour. But, okay. Well, I was doing some more research on the Fugs. They've got many albums. So they had like 3 or 4 albums on Reprise. I mean, other than Tenderness Junction and Golden Filth, they had a couple other ones. One was called It Crawled Into My Hand, Officer Honest. And the other one was called The Bell of Something Avenue. I may start going in and looking into that stuff. Yes. That's right. I remember that story from the Zappa cast that Chad Wackerman played some tapes of rehearsals and unreleased stuff that he was doing with Alan Holdsworth, and Frank was very, very impressed by Alan Holdsworth's guitar playing. Okay, and let's see. I think there was one other that I got at that particular. No, that was it. Let's see. I think it was a. Nope. I got this someplace else. this Robert Plant album, or shall we say Robert Planet?
Why?
Because somebody made a joke about Robert Plant and they called him Robert Planet. But got the principle, no, I mean, sorry, Pictures at 11, and also The Principle of Moments. I got to go through a record collection that was just brought into a record store, and I grabbed whatever I could that I was interested in. So you're going to find some fun records here. Let's go this way. Check this out. Never seen this in a while before. Yes, Da Capo from Love. And this is a mono copy. Huh? Impressive, huh?
My classmates get to be next to a YouTuber.
What's this now?
A YouTuber assistant. Me.
Yeah.
I'm an assistant, right?
Yeah, you are my assistant. Or my co-host, shall I say. If you hear that bonking on the floor, that's his ball bouncing up and down. No problems. Anyway, I had never heard this album. I've got the Forever Changes album by Love, and I've always wanted to hear this one. And I did not know that side one has 6 songs on it, and then side 2 has a almost 19-minute track called Revelation. That was kind of like a group composition. And I have a feeling that with this album, they had all the songs for side 1 planned. And then side 2 is kind of like, well, I don't know. Why don't we just do something? And it does very much sound like it was improvised, kind of on the last moment. There's a ball flying around. There you go. So that's the back of the Da Capo album, which is Italian for from the beginning. So this mono copy of Da Capo, very cool about that. And the very first Aerosmith album. Now, this is an early pressing, not the earliest, but a very early pressing, because the more popular copies of this album, this picture of Aerosmith is much bigger, and it also says featuring Dream On the front. But look at the great shape that this is in. I could not believe it. So that goes into my collection. I actually got myself a copy of Pet Sounds, which in my brain is a very overrated album. There's other people that just love the heck out of this thing. But Pet Sounds is the name of the record by the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys, one of your favorite bands. But this is way before they did Kokomo. Roman's mom played him the song Kokomo, and Roman didn't like it. Which I don't. Oh, now you like it? You're used to it? Yeah. Okay. Well,
I want to put this in my eye socket.
Oh, okay. But yeah, there's a couple good songs on this. You might like "Wouldn't It Be Nice." You might like "Sloop John B," or possibly "Caroline No." But yeah, a nice clean stereo copy of Pet Sounds. I've got a mono copy in the Carl and the Passions twofer. So yeah, I've got to get myself a copy of Now and Zen as well. These are the first Robert Plant albums I've ever bought. I mean, I've got all the Led Zeppelin albums, but not that. Okay. More stuff. Now, last week I believe I showed you something I bought on Record Store Day, the MC5 back in the USA, and it's a copy that's on white vinyl right here. Okay. And I was so happy that I found this repress on white vinyl. But then when I was going through this collection and yanking out records, boom, I find an original copy of Back in the USA. So I have to listen to this and see if the mastering's better on it, since it's an OG. Very excited about that. Okay. A few more things. Oh, yes, from the days of psychedelia. Quicksilver, Just for Love. And this, yes, this is the album that has Fresh Air. Have another hit of fresh air. And that opens up to a nice little gatefold. And that, Psychedelia on the Capitol record label, Quicksilver, Messenger Service. Let's see. Do you have their first on reprise? Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Fugs? Let's see. Or are you talking about the Beach Boys, Gary? Let's see. Uh-huh. And is that all of them? Oh, here's another. Last one that I got out of that bunch, the Nightcrawlers, Little Black Egg. Now, when I was a little kid, this was the song that you learned how to play on the guitar if you wanted to be cool.
Did you?
My big sister learned how to play it, but I could probably figure it out. But yeah, this is from the early '60s. I remember hearing that at AM radio. And 2 new albums that I received this week.
Was Popeyes a thing when you were a kid?
Popeyes, what, chicken?
Yeah.
No.
Well, what was Chipotle?
No, it was KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. That was the big fried chicken when I was a kid, and I still like it. I wouldn't mind going for some KFC right now. Anyway, 2 new records. Well, actually, one's a reissue. Is The Cure, Disintegration, the 1991 album. This is a classic. I've always wanted it. I've had it on CD from day one, but never had a copy of the vinyl. And this is the 2011 reissue. 2 record set. I've already cleaned it, haven't listened to it yet. And another album that I just got, but I have yet to listen to, is Why by They Might Be Giants. And it says right here, what does that sticker say? What does that sticker say?
18 new songs for kids.
It's kids, songs for kids. But I like these songs. So I might play some of these for you and see if you like them. But this is the last children's album that They Might Be Giants did. And this is a new pressing, first time on vinyl, on Rainbow Splatter. In 3D, no less.
I'm giving away a free PC.
You're giving away a what?
A free PC.
Really? You're giving who's giving away a free PC? You are?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, no.
All right, Beach Boys. No, I'm not that huge of a Beach Boys fan. I've got that Carl and the Passions one.
Looks like
I think I used to have Surfs Up. Here's your ball. Let me check to see what I have, because we've talked about the Beach Boys on this show before. But I'm mostly a fan of the Capitol years. Let's see here.
When were the Beach Boys? When did the Beach Boys start their band?
They started like in 1963 or maybe even earlier.
So how old would they be now?
Like, they're in their 70s, maybe even 80s. Very, very old people. Okay. I'm not a huge Beach Boys fan. Got Best of the Beach Boys. Got Carl and the Passions, So Tough, which is backed with the mono version of Pet Sounds, taken from a master tape that Brian provided them with. And hold on a second. And that's not quite all. Let's see. Is this a Beach Boys record too? Yeah. I've also got Spirit of America, and without a cover, I've got Endless Summer. So there. And Gary says, Sunflower had Tears in the Morning. Mothers were in Europe in 70 when the single was out and doing well in Europe. I often question if Tears Began to Fall was influenced by hearing the single. I will have to search for that song and take a listen to it. Thank you so much, Gary, for that information. That is cool. Okay, well, there was one album that I did. Oh, wait a second. There's one more that I got from that collection. Hold on. Like I said, I really wasn't gonna do a live stream today, but hey, we're doing it now. We're having fun, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're having fun.
Yeah.
Yay!
Happy.
Here's one from way back. I Feel Like I'm Fixin' to Die by Country Joe and the Fish. Country Joe McDonald on the old Vanguard label. And this is some great psychedelic and anti-war stuff. But this is a good album. It's kind of like rock and folk influenced stuff, and it does not have a year on it, but I haven't put it into my Discogs yet. But just dig those old pictures.
I want to see my old self.
Your old self? What are you talking about?
When I turn old.
When you turn? Oh, okay.
Like in my 80s, 90s, 20s.
Oh,
no, 20s.
I want to see myself when I hit 90 years old. Okay, so we talked about the board game is not in there, Kevin. He just said, is the board game in that? The cover says the board game is. Let me show you that real quick. It says it right here. Contains the full color fish game. But alas, it was not inside of there.
What a ripoff.
Good eye for that. Anyway, so remember on Record Store Day, I really wanted to pick up this Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band Shiny Beast Bat Chain Puller. So I was wondering, the stuff that's on the second disc, is it worth having? Because the previous Record Store Day, a 2-record set of Clear Spot came out. And basically, the second disc was mostly just instrumental mixes of the songs. Wasn't that exciting. But the second disc has great stuff on it. I was really happy because not only is the remaster of this album very well done, by Bernie or by Chris Bellman. I think we went over this last week. I'm pretty sure that this is Bernie. It's got his initials. Yeah, Bernie did this one. Bernie Grunman did this one, and it sounds fantastic. Even though it says different stuff on it, you can tell by the BG initials in the dead wax that Bernie Grunman did it. Anyway, so on here, side 3, you've got a instrumental demo of Suction Prince, which has no saxophone on it, and it's kind of a different arrangement and a different mix of the instruments. Very fun to listen to that. Then there is a demo version of When I See Mommy, I Feel Like a Mummy, which is marginally interesting, just to hear a different take of that. Uh-oh. Did you lose that ball? Where is it? Uh-oh, it's all the way over here. I'll grab it for you. Hang on. I got it.
I'm under the chair.
There you go.
I love being under the chair.
He loves being under the chair. All right. But anyway, the rest of that side has an instrumental rough mix of Brick Bats, a demo of The Witch Doctor Life, and a instrumental rough mix of Run Paint Run Run. Now, Run Paint Run Run and Brick Bats ended up on the next album, Dock at the Radar Station,
Talking Heads,
which came out on Virgin Records here in the States. Then side two has a rough mix of Tropical Hot Dog Night and a different vocal performance by Don. It's got an instrumental alternate version of You Know You're a Man, a demo of Candle Mambo, a demo of Love Lies, and a rough mix of Harry Irene, which has a lot more whistling from Don on here, the captain. So if you have not gotten this record store day version of Shiny Beast Bat Chain Puller, check it out.
What are you waiting for? Buy it.
Yes, buy it. Or if you've gone to a store and they didn't sell out their copies and they've marked it down, cha-ching, you score. So
how do you score?
You score because you pay less than other people paid for it. All right, so some more information from Gary. It says, I'm not a hardcore Beach Boys fan. I've seen them and Brian Wilson a few times. Some things just creep into Zappa conceptual continuity. Being Beach Boys went to Reprise only adds a data quotient. Very correct. It's so strange how Zappa's career just spirals out and spiders into everything in the universe, and that's conceptual continuity and all that other fun stuff. So that's all the stuff I wanted to talk about. Nothing else is going on.
You sure?
What? Well, you tell me what else is going. Oh, the Zappacast. If you haven't noticed, the new Zappacast is out. The second episode of the deep dive, also called the deep dish of funky nothingness. And I was a producer of that show. I had a lot of fun doing it with Scott Parker and Joe Travers, great people. And hopefully we're going to be doing some more stuff in the future. And I think also eventually Phil Circus will return to the producer's chair there, but we just don't know when. But until then, I'm having fun doing the Zappacast with those guys.
Blue Oyster Cult?
What about Blue Oyster Cult? You see a Blue Oyster Cult album down there? That's not one of their better ones. They have a lot of good records, but this one is not one of their best records. It's called Mirrors. I mean, my favorite Blue Oyster Cult album is Tyranny and Mutation. Man, that album rocks from start to finish. Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. So, but that and the Peter Gabriel album are the exciting things. I have to listen to the Overnight Sensation box again. I want to hear these two live concerts and break them down. If you've already got this, you've got to vibe with me. You gotta love trombone being played through a wah-wah pedal. Bruce Fowler, man, what a monster!
He's a monster.
Well, he does unbelievable things that you never thought you could do with the trombone, but he does them like it's just normal. And let's see. Oh yeah, Soft White Underbelly, the early days of Blue Oyster Cult. Also, I did finish listening to the 3-record set of Overnight Sensation 50th anniversary on vinyl. Little disappointed with the surface noise. I didn't think it was going to have a lot of surface noise. I don't know whether these were manufactured in Canada or Czechoslovakia or where. I mean, the mastering's great. It's done by Chris Bellman. When you're listening to the music itself, the audio is fantastic, especially on the 45 RPM stuff. But during the quiet sections, there's a lot of surface noise. I want to get a hold of the 2 LP black vinyl version of that and listen to that. And hopefully there's a lot less surface noise on that and get that going. And Let's see. How many copies of Exile on Main Street do I have? There's a question I did not notice before. Actually, I've got 2.
Wow. I thought you were gonna say something like crazy. Like crazy.
No, well, I used to have 3 copies, but I gave one to your Aunt Sam because that's a Rolling Stones record, and the Rolling Stones are her favorite group.
I thought you were gonna say like something like 70.
No, no,
90.
no.
No.
I've got a very early press of Exile on Main Street. Let's pull off the plastic, as Abby DeVoe would say.
Pull off the plastic.
Yeah, pull off the plastic, baby. And here's some stuff that I got. I saved a clipping of a May 27th, 2010 Making of Exile on Main Street article with the Rolling Stones and a very young Keith Richards. So taken before the dawn of man. But yeah, this is the original Unipack. Okay. And the records are in this inside of here. And you pull those out. This is very, very fragile. I don't want it to rip or anything like that. Let me take this back and put it in here. And then I will show you one other copy of Exile on Main Street that I have.
You got cobwebs under your chair.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to clean those off.
Looks like spiders are in here.
Spider-Man was in here last week. I know that much.
No.
Or it's somebody who was about your size who looked like Spider-Man.
I wonder who that was.
Let's see. More information about Overnight Sensation from Gary. Let's check this out. Let's see here. He says the Overnight Sensation 50 is so deep. In addition to the 2 live shows, quad and Dolby Atmos, 19 additional studio tracks, not original LP. Those are studio gems that run deep. I agree, and my full review is coming. I have not had the opportunity to sit and listen to the Dolby Atmos and the quad mixes. I really want to do it, but it's just I have to find the time. I've become very busy frequently. But
Joe, I'm all sick.
Back to Exile on Main Street. I got this big old box set. Check that out. Okay. This is in a slipcase. You've got the original album. And this is in a 3-way opening because it's got 1 record on this side, 1 record on this side, and it's got 3 CDs. It's got the original album, then it's got extra tracks, and then it's got a DVD of a concert in there as well. Then I already showed that. Then in here, you've got a replica of the original postcards that came with the very first edition of Exile on Main Street from the Rolling Stones. And that is in a little black envelope or envelope. How do you say it? Envelope. Okay. Either way is okay. Either way is okay. And the other thing that is in this big old slipcase is a book. Rolling Stones, Exile on Main Street, with the tongue on it. And this is a book. There's the hype thing that came with it. And they described the book as a 64-page book featuring rare photographs by Dominique Tarlet and Ethan Russells and the story of Exile on Main Street. So this has all sorts of pictures on it. Hello, Keith. Let's see what else we got.
When are we getting off?
There's things here. Any minute now. We're almost done. Got Mick playing some harmonica, some live pictures there.
What time is it?
It is 54 minutes past the hour, almost 55. So, yeah, this is quite a comprehensive package of Exile on Main Street. Let me put this all back together. And then we're going to start wrapping this puppy up for the day so you guys can enjoy the rest of your Saturday, wherever you are on the planet.
If you're still here.
Oh, yes, I'm still here.
No, I mean them.
Oh, they're still here. We got like 18 people watching us right now. It's a party. Yeah. Now next week, I'll probably be doing my show at 10 o'clock Eastern time, which would be 7 p.m. Pacific time. And I know that that's in the middle of the night for you folks in Europe, but we'll try to do more stuff. You can always watch the replay on my live tab. Just go to Bill's Box of Sound and hit the live tab. While you're at it, while you're watching, hit the like tab. It's right there. Hit that like button, please, because it will help expose this video to other like-minded individuals who like watching this kind of stuff.
You mean they'll get notified whenever we get a new episode?
Well, yeah, if you hit the little bell, you'll get notifications when there's new episodes, or if you just check your subscription feed. So
they already know that we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll either check on 3 p.m. or 10 p.m.
Most likely 10 p.m., but you know,
always
these things happen.
At 3.
And of course, it would not be one of our shows without a little plug for the Spudlock album. Yes, boys and girls, the Spudlock album is still available. Yesterday was Bandcamp Friday. If you bought one yesterday, I would have gotten a little bit more money for it, but you could always buy it here. It's only $20 plus shipping to wherever in the planet you are. This is an album of music that I made with my buddy Todd about 30 years ago, and it has been lovingly remastered onto glorious black vinyl with crazy weird songs, and all the lyrics are right here. So just go to bandcamp.spudlock.com, and I'll put that up so that you can see it here. Is it? Yeah, go to spudlock.bandcamp.com to order your copy of Meh, and please like and subscribe. Or if you don't have a record player and you just want to listen to it, you can listen to it on the site, or you can buy a download of it. And soon I may be selling handmade CDs of that as well. And there's also talks of more Spudlock music resurfacing. Also another project called Boring Industry that may be coming up as well. We got 20 people watching us right now.
What?
So this is about the end of the show. We're going to go just a little bit over because it's not time for network news yet. But something that we do at the end of this show. Shall I get this chair out of here so that you can have a little bit more room to move?
I'm fine.
Okay, you're fine. Okay. Well, at the end of the show, we like to make noise. We play the synthesizer or the guitar or other things. And that's Roman playing that synthesizer right now. You see that? Oh, no, do that again. Do it again. Do that. Get your hand up there. Yeah, there you go. Play that synthesizer. So, listen, I had a great time. I hope you did too. Next week, next Saturday, most likely 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Pacific Time. We'll be seeing you here, or always watch us on the replay. Also, sometimes I chop up pieces of this program and put them up as regular videos on Bill's Box of Sound YouTube channel. Had a great time. Hope you did too. Thank you for tuning in and watching us. And we'll see you next time. All right, shall I play an electric guitar or an acoustic guitar? You pick.
Alright.
Electric?
No, no, please.
Oh, acoustic. Okay. All right, let me grab that. It's a thing because I just tuned to this before we went live. Oops, sorry, that sounds too much like Jethro's Hall. Very cool, Roman. It is a display. Depends. All right, folks, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Go listen to some music. Catch you later.